$3. Starting to see some antlers. All young, it looks like. How's it going? All right, so I am just about as far out in the middle of nowhere as you can get. Hoping to find me a big old set of elk sheds today. As you can see, I have learned my lesson. I wanted to address that briefly. So I have a concealed carry permit I have for 7 or 8 years now, I think, something like that. And I carried every day for a long time. So why didn't I have a gun when that lion was stalking me? Well, it's an excuse, but it's also the reason that at work, on certain jobs I can't carry. They have signs up, and if I get caught carrying, and even though concealed is concealed, it's when you're bending over and going up and down ladders, and you know, and that you're gonna be seen, and I don't want to lose my job or get my employer in trouble. So that's why I stopped carrying on jobs that I can't carry, and that's the jobs that we've been doing lately. And the day of that lion, I literally just ran out straight from work to the hills, knowing I only had a little bit of time, and just didn't think. But there's definitely a lesson there, because when you need a weapon is when you don't think. I mean, I didn't get up that morning thinking that I was going to need a gun. And so there's the lesson. Now today I'm carrying open because, like the other day with the bear, my normal concealed carry holster with a pack on, you'd pretty much have to drop the pack to draw. So that wouldn't have worked, wouldn't have helped. So I'm using an open carry holster today. I don't have my pack on right now. I left it down here in the bottom, thinking I was just gonna up here on this bench, but this canyon right here looks so good that I'm gonna spend some time in it, go up in here, hopefully find something. Hoping that we find a big set of sheds today. So wish me luck, cross your fingers. Let's hope there's an adventure today that ends well. Hoping to glass up something over on that slope. Seems like there ought to be antlers in here, but you just never know. I gotta get down this, it's gonna take both hands. When it finally happens, bam, it happens. I was just coming to cross the canyon and go up the other side because I wasn't finding anything, and boom, brownie. Not only that, but 20 feet above that's the trail that had all kinds of boot tracks and other tracks on it. Look at that. There, now we're on the board. I just got to get across without soaking myself. Let's see. I guess if I'm going to soak myself, it ought to be on video, right? Huh. Not seeing a real good option here. Here we go. If that's slippery, I'm going to be in the water. There we go. Little brownie. Definitely happy to get one on the pack today. All right. Let me look around for a little bit, see if I can't match him up. Holy cow, you gotta see this one just as I saw it. Let me see. You see it right down there, the white thing sticking up out of the bushes. Right there. Looks like a big old base sticking out of that bush. I don't know if it's broken or just piled up in the wash. Let's get down there and see what we got. Oh, looks like a big base, but oh, it's got to be all there. Look at sticking out. Right there is the end of the beam. Looks like a big antler. Cool. Yeah. I'm up in high stuff, and I'm not in the spot that I think I have a real big chance of finding browns from this year. I mean, you never know. I think younger bulls could get up into here before they shed. But I'm in country where I'm trying to get into some spots, just trying to hit one of these pockets that's just never been walked in. This is definitely the type of country where you can, but it's going to be situational. I mean, there'll be years where they're on these high benches and years when they're not. And looks like 5-6 years ago there was a good bull in here. Let's go see what we got. Look how crazy this is. I don't know what. I'm worried that it's broken here because, let me back off. Because you got, this looks like either the main beam or the fourth. And you got a point sticking up there, and then it's coming up here. I think it's probably broken when it came down here. Maybe that rock landed on it and broke it, or this tree. But let's see if we can't. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, so what in the world? That one's all there except for the third's busted off. And what is this one? Is it? It's a set. What the heck? It's about got to be a set. Just look at that. It was a side-by-side set buried in the mud. Whew. How crazy is that? Well, let me get it cleaned up a little bit and I'll pick it up. Stocky bull, I mean mass, 5 by 6. That's crazy. So we had the end of the beam, a little bit of the fourth, and the end of that beam. And that one's more solid than this one that was up out. That one didn't feel like it was going to break. This one right here was a little more flimsy. All right. All right, let's check it out. It's heavy, it's waterlogged. 5x6, heavy, massive bull anyway, but I've been rehabbing my shoulder, and it still won't hold it up. Get it where I can. How cool is that? Just to have a little few tines sticking up and have a side-by-side cool set. Oh man. Oh man, that's cool. I hope this bench right here is good. And I got the other one I can drop over. Sorry. I can drop over and hit the next bench behind me too. Fingers crossed we just get into a pile of them. And I can drop back down. We're just getting started, but I've already put on a lot of miles today. Country like this stuff back here in the back country. My plan was to come out here tonight and camp. Stay out here again tomorrow because I'm so far out here, but with the weather as crappy as it's been and the temperatures in the 30s, man, I'll push as hard as anybody and hike myself to death, but I'm a wimp when it comes to sleeping. I want my bed. I got no interest in being out here sleeping if it's going to be 30 degrees. I'm a wimp. So, man, if I do good in here, I'll just come back tomorrow. That's the good thing about living in the country I hunt, is I'm never that far away. Even if it's 2 hours to get in here, I can do it. Anyway, let's go see what else we can find. That's cool. Hey, if you like this kind of video, subscribe to my channel and give me some good vibes. I'm trying to find that big set. It's been like 3 years since I found a big set of elk sheds, and I just keep pushing and going to this backcountry. This is the type of place where I should find it. Appreciate some good vibes, and hopefully today's the day. Look at how cool that set is. All right. Sometimes you're looking so far out that you walk up on them before you even see them. Look at that stud. Look at that. Big front end. Crapped out on the back end, but another chalk. All right, let me set my pack down, see if we can't match that up. That's another nice antler. All right, let's check this thing out. Tangled up in the tree on top of it. There we go. Too bad it wasn't sitting like that. Yeah, another heavy bull. Great fronts. Just kind of peters out at the end, but yeah. That set right there that was waterlogged is super heavy. I'll bet they weigh 15 pounds a piece just because they're full of water. But so I'm actually going to start. I'm going to loop back down this canyon. Maybe I'll try a few more spots when I get back down where I can stash these antlers. I'll carry this one for now. I don't want to put another one in the pack. This morning it's me and Honey. I was gonna go clear out again way far, but I decided that I'd save that hike for a day when I was fresh. Put in quite a few miles yesterday, and so hitting another spot. It's one of those ones that's always in the back of your mind. I've picked up a few elk sheds and deer sheds in this area in the past. I've never approached it from this direction, and I'm in a lot of boot tracks going in this way, but I'm hoping I get in deep enough to get out of that, and that we get into some elk sheds or deer sheds. Anyway, honey, we gonna go find some antlers today, huh? Find them up, find them up. Here we go. Check this out. Can you see that? This whole crack right here is a cliff dwelling. Looks like there's a 1, 2, 4 windows and a door. I think if I went over here, I could get up this crack right here. Maybe go show that to you. But I would have to cross this. You guys want to see it that bad? All right, we'll go over there. All right, well, this is here. Someone's laid here. I would have to climb up that to be able to see those ruins that are right there. All right, I decided getting up into that side over there was probably a little bit too dangerous to be smart. So I came over to this lion track. This piece of it right here. I think that'll make it. I just took a picture of her doing that. Anyway, the rest of it's right there around that corner. But just them old dry trees was all that was there. So I decided it probably wasn't smart to try and climb that. And honey was freaking out. So anyway, this part of it's cool. So you got a room there. There was a room right here. There was a room right here. There would have been a room with a wall right here. A wall right there. Dadgum cow's been in here. So this would have been 5 or 6 with those ones over there, almost 10 rooms. But the funny thing is, there's not a lot of trash here. There's a little bit of pottery, but just a little bit. It does not look like it was lived in for very long. So for whatever reason, they built it and didn't stick around. Maybe a few years is all. All right, let's go see if we can't get into the antlers. Go down this wash here. Good girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. Good girl. That right there is the world's oldest antler. Good doggy. There's the antler. There's the antler. I wasn't going to even pick it up, but that's crazy that she sniffed that up. Good girl. Good girl. Look at that. That thing's so old. So old. We'll count that as on the board, and we'll give it a place of honor. That's my good pup. She's a good girl. Good girl. Let's go find another one. Find another one. That was so old. Crazy. Well, it's all right. Maybe we're getting into the right zone here. You can see what I'm hunting here. It's pretty thick, but it's opened up a little bit in some of these draws. There's plenty of sign. There we go. I think we just matched that old one up. This was just 40 yards up the rim. Every bit as old, just completely falling apart. That fell sometime about the time I was born. Let's go see if Honey finds that one up. The wind is blowing this way, so she's gonna have to get, oh, she just saw it. There it is, good girl. Good dog. Bring me that piece of antler. Oh, that's the best dog. Oh, she's the best dog. She's the best dog. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. So old. Good doggy. Good dog. You know, it's tough when you're training dogs. You come out and you hunt for hour after hour after hour after hour and not get into anything. It's tough to keep them motivated. That's why you saw in that last one, she almost didn't even know what to do. Oh yeah, we're looking for these. Good girl. Good dog. All right, we got it set. We're gonna count that, but now we're gonna look for something a little fresher. Find another one, honey. Find another one. Find them up. There's a good dog. You ready, honey? Coming down. So we're gonna try and get down in there, go around up that draw. All right, there's a flat down here below me. I really thought I was gonna get into an antler there. Lots of elk tracks and that stuff. I started working my way up this space right here. I noticed a few pieces of pottery here. And then I just peeked up underneath here. Look at what I see right there. I think that's a whole pot. Holy cow. Oh. Look, there's the handle. There's the handle right there. Look at the painting on it. That is amazing. I think that is probably, I don't know if I want to mess with it at all, but look at this. It was big at one point. Holy cow. Look at that. Look at that. That is unbelievable. Should we look at this piece right here? It's got to be two different pots, because look, that one's painted. This one's just got a border, unless it's like so big that that's the top. Look at this one. Oh, look at the handle. So that's the top with that border around the top. Oh, wow. That is, I'm blown away. That thing was giant at one point, and it's probably all just right here. Just kind of settling into the dirt over the years. Honey, you're not helping. Oh, what do you guys think of that? That is something I have never found a pot that big before. Alrighty. This is right here in the same spot. Let's see what we got here. Look at these little teeny rooms. That's interesting. Oh, look at that. Looks like there was maybe a cavity or something underneath this that had rock supported on it with those beams. In this little room, this would have been the top piece of this little window, but too small for anything but maybe storage or nursery. Chuck the baby in there, can't go anywhere. This is cool, guys. I mean, I live around this stuff and see it all the time, but I don't very often get to see ones that have every evidence of not being seen. Look at that. That's a piece of an antler. Piece of an antler gnawed on by this pack rat. I was hoping this pack rat would just, run up in here with an arrow or something. Well, there's an antler. I haven't completely lost track of what we're trying to do today. Oh, here's another one. Another one. Look at these little teeny rooms. What's going to be in here? Anything could possibly be in here. Well, turns out it's a pack rat, but there's a story locally of some kids that were climbing around in some rocks not far from here. Look at this, this was pecked. This right here was pecked. Probably had a log or something right there that was pecked to fitted in there. Anyway, there's a story of some kids that found a jar of jade beads in some ledges just like this, and also stories of little figurines being found on ledges like this. I'm gonna keep poking around because literally there could be anything here that's super cool. And yeah, this stuff, it's not typical. These little teeny rooms, and then the overhangs being lived in. This was a little family community here. If it looks a pretty good size, it's this stuff goes on for a couple hundred feet up and down this rim. But I'll bring you right back if I find something else cool. Same spot, just this little overhang goes back in here quite a ways. Just gonna poke my head in here. There's a sign that there's a bear den right in here someplace. In fact, what is that right there? You can see it better in the screen. Right here below me there was bear scat, so this goes in here too far, and it might be used for that. You can see it goes back there a ways further through that crack. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, you almost have to poke your head up into places like this because, like I said, you never know what cool stuff you would find. Pretty impressed with this camera because me looking at that, I can't hardly see it, but looking at the screen, I can actually see it fairly good. All right, let's get out of this one. What is that? Bone. See, that could have been used as the handle of a knife. I've seen them like that before, but most likely that's not what that is. But not sure if that's been used or not, but let's put it back there. Oh, I get a kick out of this stuff. I hope you guys like it. See, that's the reason why I said there's a bear den right here. That's a bear that's been eating grass. There's more of that down there, but it was down here in the bottom eating grass till it could pass its plug. And so it was here up until, a week or two ago. But somewhere in all these, this is so rocky and ledgy, and I'm walking past a lot of it, but lots of places for a bear den to be right here. All right, I'm going to show you something here. There's no telling. This is actually, I've been through some of this, but circling around, I realized I'm missing part of it. But this bowl right here is the type of place that bulls like to spend the late winter, early spring. And when I find spots like this, I get excited. I don't mean there's definitely going to be a shed here, but I would say on average, if you can find 2 or 3 spots that look like this, at least one of them's going to have antlers in it. So let's go see if we can't find something.